Hi everyone, Team Scorpio here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. So this summer I went on a cruise, and while it was relaxing, I got inspired with the ship we were on. It was enormous, and at the time it was actually the second largest cruise ship on the ocean. So I got to thinking, what would a cruise ship look like in Starfield? And more importantly, can the shipbuilder handle a ship that big? So I got to work, and I had some goals for my ship. First, I wanted it to be big. I was going to push the length of the ship without using M-class parts. Next, I wanted it to feel like I wasn't on a ship when I was inside it. I wanted it to feel like I was in a building or a hotel, not a starship. And lastly, during Wise Old Wizard's Battle of the Builders, I had this concept of a giant floating reactor in the middle of the ship, something where you can look out in the middle of the ship and view it floating there. I thought this would be the perfect ship to try that on. Now, this ship took a while to design and build, and even longer to decorate. But in the end, I accomplished my goals, so without further ado, I give you the UCC Olympus. The Olympus is the spiritual successor to my Artemis build, but bigger in every way. Olympus reaches 208 meters in total length, 98 meters in width, and a total of 9 floors in height. Beyond the sheer size of the ship, Olympus sports a massive cargo capacity of over 275,000, with over 175,000 of that being shielded. Your valuables are well protected. The ship also has a crew of 25, a jump range of 99 light years, and fuel capacity of 900. This ship can get you anywhere you need to go. And while this ship is not designed as a warship, it is well protected, with 8 autocannons, 4 forward-facing cannons, and a massive 48,000 shield. Pirates may try to take this ship, but they will fail. The interior of the ship sports 2 high-end suites that sleep 8 each, 20 individual guest rooms, a full crew living area, a high-end dining room, entertainment floor with a gym and a nightclub, and a shopping area. There's even a pool on our ship. All the amenities you could need for a long voyage in space. We also managed to implement our floating reactor in the center of our ship, which is viewable as you walk around the massive interior of the ship. So now that you know a little bit about this ship, let's actually go take a tour of the interior of the Olympus. We're back on the ground on Jemison, but we're at a new location. We're at Mesa Manor, which is a mod from Ship Technician. The reason we're here is the landing pad is risen high and there are no buildings in the way, giving us a good look at our ship. Now, a couple notes before we tour the interior of the ship. First off, this video is going to be part 1 in a 3-part series. If I did the ship showcase, the build, and the interior design explanation all in one video, it would be a little over 3 hours long. I figured it would be better to split these into multiple videos rather than having one long Marvel movie. The second thing to note, if you haven't guessed it by now, is this ship is definitely a modded build. I'll put the full modded list I use on screen in the order that I have them loaded. I also put the list in the description of the video. Now, there are 2 paid mods on this list: Trident Luxury Habs and Luxurious Ship Habs. While you do not need these mods to build the ship per se, they add some of the nicest pre-decorated habs in the game. Plus, you get 2 uniquely decorated cockpits that are just stunning. If you enjoy building luxury ships, these mods are definitely worth it. The last thing I wanted to note about this build is this ship does push the limit of the shipbuilder. Even on my PC, which is sporting an i9 and an RTX 4080 Super, I was getting lag during the building, when switching to the ship builder, and when jumping systems. And while the lag still wasn't as bad as with my Artemis build, which was absolutely atrocious, this build will stress some of the lesser systems out there. Xbox users should especially be cautious when attempting to build this ship. I've noticed that Xbox does not handle bigger ships as well as PC does. Some users have been fine, others note crashing when building bigger ships. Proceed with this build at your own risk. Now that we know about this ship, let's go take a tour. All right, we're here under the ship, and this kind of gives you an idea of just how big this ship is. We're here in the middle of the ship, kind of sort of the middle, and you can just see the length there on this. And my God, this is just a huge ship. It doesn't even fit on the landing pad, so we're going to go to the back here. You see we got our Rev 8 still sitting here. And you see this thing barely fits on the landing pad. In fact, we got 2.5 landing gears sitting on the landing pad. These are just like half on. The rest are just like hanging off. Let's call that counterbalance. You know, the weight on that nose is counterbalancing the ship. That's how it's staying upright. We're going to go with that explanation. We got to do a little jump to get over. And now let's head inside the ship. So again, the idea of this was I wanted to build a cruise ship. After going on a cruise in the summer, I kind of wanted to design that. So as we come into the ship and as guests come into the ship, I like to come into a little art gallery here. Just something kind of make it a little bit more festive looking. I could have left this blank, but I just wanted something on the walls here. We go right in. Here's our stairwell heading up. And the first room we get into is our security checkpoint. And this is where you're going to check in. We got a little security station right here. We have our camera. We have some protection just in case someone sneaks onto the ship that's not supposed to be there. We have our little robot here in case we need to deploy some heavy artillery. And this is our security check room. We got some weapons ready. And we have some armor. In the back here, I put a little brig section. Again, we've got some gun turrets pointing right at the brig, just in case they decide to revolt. Some cameras to keep an eye on the prisoner, and a station right behind here. One thing I've noticed with better buildable doors and walls is the brig door. Once you open it, you cannot close it. So if I look here, you see there's no way to close the door again, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So this would be a brig in case, someone decided to sneak on the ship. This is where we would hold them for the time being. We got a little toilet there, just some benches and some beds. Back out, and on the other side, we have our storage area. So I put a little grate here just so people can kind of look in and see the storage area. It's kind of like look, don't touch. Plus those blue Galbank containers just look kind of awesome glowing like that. We have our UC Colonies logo. And right in here is our storage area. And again, I used the brig door here, and you cannot close it once it's opened. So ideally this, you could close it and lock it using the computer there. We have our worker station with some monitors and some non-lockable storage area. Again, some weaponry on the walls and some camera just to protect what we have. After you pass through here, you get into our shopping area. I wanted a little shopping mall style with this ship so that guests and passengers can buy things that they need. So right to the left here, we have a bookstore. So I wanted just kind of a little bookstore area. Each one of these has a little counter here. And just kind of a little bookstore that people can shop and buy books. We have our little fashion outlet. I put a whole bunch of mannequins with some fashion on it. So this would be our fashion outlet. You can come in here and buy what you need. If you want to buy some new outfits, you can. If you're going on an expedition and you need weapons, we have a whole weapons mall. So this is our weapons vendor. You know, sure, Allied Armaments. This is their own little branch here. And each one of these houses different weapons here. Some ammo table. And these cool looking displays. On the other side, we just have a little knick-knack store. I like this. This is just kind of like little knickknacks and souvenirs, something like that. There was all these cool little shelves with stuff on it, so that's kind of how I themed this store. Just your little knickknacks area. Now, right from here, you can go either left or right. Takes you to the same spot. Straight ahead is our ship docker. Oh, everyone's decided to gather here. This is our ship docker. It's in its own separate room. I kept this just kind of blank. I just wanted this just to be its own little room that we can turn and close off. Yeah, let's lock them all in there. Great. They won't bother us for the rest of the trip. Now, going left or right takes you to the same spot. We're going to go left. And this is going to go up our stairs into the main area of the ship. And you come into that big 3x3x2 hab. And I kind of set this up. I like the idea of the stone walls here. So we set this up as kind of a rune area. So what we did is we custom built some walls around to kind of seal off the whole wall. We sealed off these stairwells going up, just so they don't look like just bare metal stairs in the middle of nowhere. And kind of designed it with all the Varun stuff that got added to the game. We have a workroom and a crafting area here. Just a little bench off the side. Some decorations. Reliant Medical Bay is over here. And the medical bay actually has workable docks. So we have these auto docks to help if you're injured. You can actually use these. These are usable. You got the MK2s. So you can use these to cure your ailments. Now there's a door in the back here. I put that door back here because we do have a storage crate back here. This is a permanent fixture, so I couldn't really do anything with it. So I decided to just put a door there as just kind of a hidden away storage area. On the back side of this room, we have our crew area. And this will be kind of where the crew stays and sleeps and has their own closed away area. We enter into a crew lounge, some pool tables, some books to read. Let me turn on the light here, give you guys a better view here. The book area, some card tables, big couch and TV area. I like this. This was a new asset that got added to, I think it's better buildable, better living. Put in a Christmas tree, which I thought was really cool. So, 'tis the season, so I decided I'm recording this. It's a month before Christmas, so decided to add in a little Christmas tree for a little festive cheer here. Through this doorway, we have our kitchen area for the crew. Just kind of a quick little kitchen area, a couple dining tables, just a place for the crew to sit and eat when they need to. Through this door is our crew sleeping area. This is just simple bunks and lockers. Got plenty of crew sleeping area. Plenty of room. Their own crew bathroom. A couple toilet stalls. A couple showers. 2 sinks with these Vegas show light mirrors. If you ever see any shows about Vegas showgirls, they always had these type of mirrors with the lights. I thought they looked kind of cool, so I just put them in there. We head back out our sleeping area and down the little hallway here. This is just a little crew kind of work area. We have a couple desks here, space suit work area, a regular desk, and a weapons workbench. Just kind of a little crafting area just for the crew to kind of hang out in. All right, let's head back out. And what we're going to do is head out the side here, and we're going to head down 1 floor. So these were those side 3 floor stairs. And this gets into our crew, the operations area of the ship. So this is our operations. This is kind of like the underbelly of the ship, all the mechanical functional area. We have some computer stations, control stations, and an engineering room on this side. You hear the hum of the ship. We'll get to this later. I'll show you that. That's kind of cool. Another area, another engineering area. Off the back here, we have another crew computer station for monitoring. Through this door is our engineering room. And this is the big Matilija engineering bay. I did add more pieces here. I thought it looked a little empty, so I added more computer workstations here. And these really cool reactors from, this is from Better Living 2, which is the Shattered Space DLC mod. These have some cool reactors that make this cool glow effect. I kind of dug that. So I added those in there, some more computer stations, 2 of those on each side. Some more computer stations here. In the middle, we have, this is our shield generator that we put in. You can tell it's got this little kind of warble effect. It looks really cool. The only thing I don't like, and I don't know if this is a bug with Matilija, is you can see it floats. Like the chairs are all floating. This shield generator's floating. I don't know if that's a bug with this interior asset or not, but it's levitating slightly. But, you know, Matilija does a really good job and can't really complain too much. Off the back side, we have a little office area. And this is going to be like the chief engineer and the IT control office. So I decided I wanted, the chief engineer and the IT person should have their own dedicated office in the ship. So this is what we've created, is this little office off the back. We have a little servers, some server monitoring, some resource monitoring, and some more workbenches off the back here. Plus, they get a really cool view off the back of the ship. I thought that was nice, something suitable for our engineers. Let's go out the other side. So we're now going out the other side of where we came in, to the other side of the ship. Coming up here is a copy of what's on the other side of the ship. So the engineering bay on one side is the same as the other side, so there's not too much difference there. With the exception of this 1x1 in the back, I decided I wanted a bathroom for the crew. Just, so while they're working, they have a spot to actually go to the bathroom. So they don't have to go running back up to the crew area. They can just have a bathroom back here that they can get and access. So now let's head over to that other door that we spotted earlier. This is a rather unique asset, and this is from One of a Kind. This is an extra exit out of your ship. Now, what I did for this, though, is I used this to give us access to our reactor room. So now, as we go in, this gives us access to our reactor. It gives us a good view of that floating reactor. So this is our central reactor area. You see we have our grav drive. We have that Avontech radiator with our shield generator at the top. And our reactor here. Our Matilija reactor. That thing just looks amazing. Here's our stairwells that we were at before with our shield generator. And our little comm spike EMP or EM absorber. It's just a little thing that gives us access in here that kind of sets it apart, allows us to kind of walk around in this area. Instead of it being just empty, it gives us a chance to actually use it and walk around in here. You could put other assets in here if you really wanted to. You could build some other stuff inside here. I decided to leave it open. I kind of wanted it just open like this. Now, you can't get up here on top of our fuel tanks. Or at least you usually can. There we go. So you can get up on top here. You see our fuel tanks. And these would be our cargo containers underneath here. Now, the one thing is the fuel tanks, you got to be careful. You will fall through. I've fallen through into the fuel tanks before, so be careful of that. There we go. And now we're down back at our floor. Let's go back in the ship. Again, it's just a cool little asset, just a cool little feature to the ship that I kind of dig. All right, let's head back up the stairs. So we can go back out. We're going to head up one floor. And now we're back on that main floor here of the big 3x3x2. And we're going to go down the hallway here. And this is going to be the access. Core got out of that locked room. Damn. This is going to be the access to our high-end suites. So each one of these wings off the side is going to be a high-end suite. And I use these Matilija 2x2s for one simple reason.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
No, there is not, Cora. So this gives us access to look out these huge windows and take a look at our grav drive. This was kind of the showcase that I wanted for this ship. This floating grav drive and the ability to kind of see it from inside the ship. Now, the one thing about these hallways that are really weird is the way the assets have to lay. I would have loved to lay down like some plants around here. But the way this asset works is there's something blocking right here. So you can't lay down anything in front of the window. It does have to go up on the walls, which is why I use the shelves. Let's head down to our passageway across, and these are those passageways. So this is going out to the wings, as you see here. And this is our executive suites. So these are our high-end suites for those who want the ultimate luxury, experience on our cruise ship here. Now, I originally put doors on these things and the doors disappeared. I don't know if I messed up during building or there was, the asset just changed on me, which I've seen happen before. But this is supposed to be a doorway. So we're supposed to have locked doors in here. But we head into this Trident luxury park. And each one of the luxury suites has this little park area to it. I just think this looks absolutely gorgeous. There's water assets in here, which is kind of neat. And then the paintings on the wall make it look like you're in the middle of the forest. This is just so cool. So each one of these luxury suites has this park We have benches we can sit on and just kind of relax. And these black windows here, this is actually a window facing out. So we can actually, you know, if it was daytime, we could completely see outside. It's nighttime out there, so we can't really see anything. But these are just, it's just a nice, like, you know, sunroof. Heading into our lounge area. So this is the lounge area for our executive suites. So you have your own lounge with your own bar, your own pool tables, some TVs, a little book area to read in. We have a bathroom here. So just a kind of a half bath there. Your own bar area. And food storage area here. Off the back, we have our sleeping area. So this is kind of the sleeping apartment here. We have a little couch area with TV. Another bathroom here. This one has a shower in it. And then we have rooms. Each one of these doors is its own separate room here. So this one sleeps 2 people with its own little library, chairs, and desks there for you. This one here sleeps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in this room. Again, you got a little desk and some storage. And then this one here, this would be the quote-unquote master. This has just got one single bed in it with desk, some storage area. They did a really great job with these assets. These are all pre-decorated from, this is one of the paid mods, those Trident luxury paid mods. They did an excellent job. Like, this is worth paying for. Like, look at all the cool little assets here. This is decorated really, really well. All 3 of these are from Trident. All right, let's head back out. Now, the other side is the exact same. So if we crossed over, let's cross over to the other side, I'll show you. We did this the exact same. So one side is the same as the other. So let's go ahead and cross over to the other side. And go down through here. There we go. Got a good look at the shield generator, our reactor. That looks so cool. Yep, see, here's our doors. We open up our door and go through. Here's our park. We got our lounge and our sleeping area. Orientated the same way, except we're coming in over here. So it just makes it a little bit easier to pop in. I put the doorway over there on the other side. There we go. Here's our out with our door. And again, these hallways are mirrored. So it's the same on one as the other. A little different. See, I got some disappearing assets here. One thing with a ship this big I've noticed is assets disappear. I had shelving on all these walls, and now they're gone. So be careful with ships this big. You're going to get some disappearing assets. I've noticed that with the ship, especially this hallway. And that may just be the Matilija stuff. You know, where this Matilija is, you know, these 2x1s may be acting a little funky. All right, let's go up to the next floor. Now, this is where we get into kind of normal rooms. So these rooms are facing out. So we have a little hallway here. We'll come back to that hallway later. So we have little individual rooms facing out. And each one of these is kind of like a single bedroom. So we just have a bed, just some assets, and it will look out into the outside of the ship. This is what you would consider, your quote-unquote ocean view rooms. And each one of these rooms has a bathroom. I always get criticized for not having enough bathrooms. Look, every single one of these rooms has a bathroom, so they don't get forgotten about. So you can kind of look out of these rooms, and there should be 5 of these rooms on each side. And just going up the hallway, again, you can kind of look out into our middle of our ship. There's another room there. And these rooms are all just basic carbon copies of each other. So if I go into this one, this is going to be the same as the one we saw. I kind of kept them all the same to make it easy. You could change these up a little bit if you wanted to. Put different rugs, different beds, different artwork, different colored couches. Up to you. I just wanted to make it easy and just build these all the same, just to make decorating a little easier here. Now let's cross over on the top here, and we're going to come back to the top here. This is our top. We'll come right back here. I want to show you kind of the back side here. And down this side, we have another 5 rooms. Again, all these rooms are facing out. And again, they're just carbon copies, so you have 5 rooms down the back here. Let's go back to that middle area that we were at before. So this is kind of just I designed this as just a gathering area. Almost like a lobby. We have some vending machines. So if you need a soda or some Canuck, some marshmallow treats, food printer. We have some other assets. We have a little bit of library, got another pool table over here. And we're below, on the floor below us, we had our crew area. Up here, we have probably one of the coolest habs in this game, in this entire ship. And arguably the entire game. So let's go through the door here and go check out our pool. Yes, this ship has a pool. So here is our swimming pool. What cruise ship does not have a pool in it? This one has it. And again, this is one of these paid mods. And we have some showers here, a little plant area, some beach chairs, a little bar area here. And this is cool. You can actually order drinks. The bar area is functional. You can order drinks. Now, one thing about the pool. The water in the pool. You can actually go in the water. So you can walk around in the water. It's ankle deep. It's not really a big pool, as you can see. But be careful on the water. The water here mimics whatever water of the planet you're on. So I'm on Jemison, so the water's fine. But if I went somewhere where, say, the water is acidic, this water would also be acidic. It's the nature of the mod. So just be careful of what planet you're landing on, where you go swimming. Off the back here is a little bathroom with, not really a bathroom, more just a shower area. We got a sink and some showers to shower off with the locker. So we got a shower room, changing room, some benches, and some lockers here. It's just a cool asset. I love that pool area. I mean, who doesn't want a pool on their starship? So let's head back out and head down one of these hallways. And go check out that other hallway that we saw when we first came in. So we're going to go all the way down here. Just kind of mosey on down. Now, we do have a stairwell off the back of the ship. So, off the back of the ship, and I want to show you guys this on every floor. We have a little viewing area off the back of the ship. So, every guest floor. So, down below, there's one. And actually, the one down below looks really cool. This is kind of our luxury area down below. So, off the back of the ship here, you can actually look straight down, unencumbered. And you can see just how high we are off this back of the ship. Now, if you were afraid of heights, this would be really, really, really scary here. But luckily, I am not. Let's get into daytime. So let's take a seat. Or maybe you can't sit in these chairs. No, it looks like the asset's broken. You can't sit in the chairs. No, well. Just going to get into daytime. So give you a good view off the back. Each one of the floors has one of these. So you can kind of look out the back. As you're cruising the stars, you can look at the back. And each side has one too. You can see the other side up there. Now if we go to our hallway here, each one of these floors has a little central hallway here. And again, overlooks our reactor room. We have some aquarium here that looks really, really cool. And off the back, we have an elevator. Because you need an elevator on a ship this big. And there are 5 floors. So we just came up a few floors, and now we got an additional 5 to go. We're on the first floor. Let's head up to the second floor. Second floor is going to be our last of the guest rooms. So let's head on up. And off the back, I have some windows off the back here so you can get a good view. So this is another set of guest quarters. This one I used a little bit different assets for, just because of the shape of the hallway I could. So I made these hallways all carpeted like this. And again, off the back, this one you can look up and see the top of the ship. These hallways are a little fancier, and these contain similar rooms to what we saw before, but instead of oceanside views, we have what we call city side. So these overlook the center of the ship. And I made these a little different just because, I could. The way these assets worked, I'll explain these in part 3 after we build the ship, and I go into how I decorated. But I was able to kind of make these have some wood floors, a little bit bigger of a carpet, just because of the nature of where I put this asset. And these rooms are a little bit fancier than the ocean side. The ocean side has a better view, plainer rooms. This has, just an interior view, but the rooms are a little nicer decorated. And again, all these rooms are the same. I didn't really change a thing, so that room, whoops. Let's put our weapons away. Turn on the light. So again, they're all the same. I didn't really change anything with these rooms, just to make them easy to decorate. You could change these up. Again, different color beds, different color rugs, different artwork on the walls if you really wanted to. Really, if you've been in a hotel, you realize that all the rooms look the same. So that's kind of what I did. We go all the way down, and we have this door here. Now, we're not going to go in that door. So this is our last room on this side. You should have 5 rooms on each side here, or 4. Let's go back to our hallway. Cut across to the other side. And again, similar, except for one thing. There's one less room on this side. There should be a doorway here. But in my haste, I threw up a wall. And the one thing about better buildable walls is once you put the wall in there, after a time, you cannot remove it. I don't know what the trigger is, if it's changing the category or if it's saving the game and coming back. But once a wall is placed, for some reason it's permanent and you can't change it again. I don't know if that's a bug with the mod itself or just how it's supposed to be, but you can see on this side we do have more rooms. And I changed up the artwork on this one. Give it a little bit different of an artwork, but you can overlook our grav drive area. And we go all the way up to the front of our hallway. Again, these are all just rooms. In the front of our hallway, we have an open door into our restaurant. This is our nice, fancy 5-star restaurant with, our red tablecloths, these fancy chairs with the wood backs. This looks awesome. Again, this is one of the paid mod habs. This just looks incredible. This is all pre-decorated. I didn't do a thing in here. The only thing I did was add the window here so that people can look out while they're eating. Again, these are all pre-decorated. I did not touch a thing in this asset. That's how incredible this looks. You can order food right from here and then head on into the kitchen. So here's the kitchen. Again, this is all pre-decorated. I didn't touch a thing. I did add a window in here so the cooks can look out, just to give a little symmetry on the outside of the ship as well. We have some refrigerators. And then this room I created. So I created this just kind of be another walk-in cooler with some, pans and dishes, storage, and just more refrigerators. There was an empty 1x1 here that I could use. So where this came in, it came into the kitchen. I didn't want to leave this open like the other side because you'd walk into the kitchen. So I just had to close it off and make it into just kind of a freezer area. And I did add this door in here so the workers can come out this way and head down. So that's this floor. This is the kind of the restaurant floor. We're gonna head up one more floor, and we're going to go to the entertainment floor. Now, every ship should have some sort of entertainment. We already have some shopping down the first floor. We have a pool area and kind of just a general, just kind of a general area down below you saw. Now, heading up to the next floor, what floor am I on here? So I'm on floor 2. I put these little markers here so I can remember what floor I'm on. We're going to go up to floor 3. And floor 3 is going to be our entertainment area. And when you walk into the entertainment area, the first thing we have is a gym. And the one thing I remember with gyms is gyms always have this, these open windows so people can see you working out. I hate that. I hate having people watch me work out. I don't like it. But I just built this big gym. We've got some, weight benches, some weights, some music, TVs, some free weights in the corner, a couple benches here, another set of weights, our squat rack and yoga area with some speakers. We got a radio. This radio does actually work. So, you can turn it on. Turn it off, you hit the button again. So there's a couple different, areas. We have the Crimson Bar. A little metal there for you. Be good workout music. Just get a little aggressive. So that is our workout area. On the other side, I wanted to kind of give this like a casino / game room area. So I have some card tables here. Some screens along the side. I really wish there was that someone would create slot machines. I think that would be awesome. A couple pool tables, small little bar area for the game room, and just another couple gaming tables off the side here. So this is, our gaming area. And again, this was a giant, just big, empty 3x3. This is what better buildable walls. You can kind of wall things off how you want. The next area, we have kind of a little hookah area here. Little kind of lounge tables. A nice big bar area. And we have our version of the Astro Lounge. So what cruise ship is not without a nightclub? And we even have a line queue here, so you have to kind of go through the line if you want to get into the lounge. You get into the dance area, and here's a little dance floor area. And yes, I actually made people sit and dance. This is, I think that these guys come from Better Living. Now, there's no music playing right now, but if we head over to the DJ booth here in the corner,
Yes. What? Excuse me.
you have a music tablet. We can actually play music. And so
Okay.
now we have music playing.
Howdy.
The downside of having the music playing is if you walk away from this hab, so if I walk back here, you'll hear the music fade. So there we go. We've lost the music at about this distance. It works in this axis. So on the horizontal, I can go all the way back and the music will fade. If I go downstairs or upstairs, you will still hear the music though. So it doesn't work on the vertical. I don't know if that's a bug with the music player mod, that the distance doesn't work quite in vertical, which is a bummer because I would like it if I went down one floor, I wouldn't hear the music. And up one floor, I wouldn't hear the music, but you're, unfortunately, if I ran through this whole ship, you'd be able to hear the music all through the ship.
Hey.
So we got our little bar over here. As you're dancing, you need some drinks. We got some dance platforms for people to use. And then out the back here, we have another little bar area here. This is our forward bar. This has the windows overlooking the rest of the ship. And that's our nightclub. So come on,
Excuse me.
what ship doesn't want it? Doesn't want a nightclub. Let me shut off the music here.
Howdy.
We're just gonna power it off, and you can actually change the music too. There's a playlist
Yes.
there. You can cycle through some different music if you want.
Yes.
And these will keep
What?
these people will keep dancing. So that's our entertainment area. So it gives us a kind of just an entertainment section of the ship. And now we're going to go up one more floor to floor 4. And this will be the captain's apartment. So the captain of the ship has their own special apartment. And as we come in here, you can see this is the only area when I was decorating, I wasn't quite a fan of this, but I just didn't know what else to do in here. If you have other ideas, that'd be great. I thought this looked kind of cool. I thought having the Rev 8 fit into this module, I thought it was kind of cool just to have a car just in here. If you ever see luxury apartments in like Dubai, you could actually put a car in them. They have a special elevator. I thought it was kind of cool to have just a car in here. So let's head in here. We have a little hallway. And it just kind of like the captain's apartment. We have just a little couch area with our Xbox, big screen TV, little kitchen area, the fridge, little eating area. The captain's own workshop. So we have some armor areas. It's really freaky with this. I don't know what it is with, it's specifically the starboard armor. If I move quick, you see the starboard armor, the cloak move. Watch the one in white here to the left. You see the cloak moves. I don't know why it does that. It's a little really weird. Here is, we have a spacesuit workbench. We have a pharmaceutical lab. We have a weapon workbench. Just kind of a little crafting area just for the captain. We have this blueprint terminal over here. And we have just some weapons up on the wall. And probably my favorite poster in the game, stress reduction procedure, bang head here. Yes. So let's head out and head into the captain's bedroom. So this is the captain's bedroom. Again, this is one of the paid mod assets. I did not decorate anything in here. So as you come in, you see this gorgeous fish tank. A little eatery area here with a bar. Little table here with some screens on the table. I thought looked really cool. Great artwork on the wall. That Trident luxury lines. We got some rooms. On this side, we have our little office area. Navigation console working right here. So if we want to jump the ship, we can actually do it right from here. We have our office here. We do have a mannequin. You can't put anything on this mannequin. I tried putting a couple different armors or outfits on there, and it wouldn't show. So that's kind of a bummer. Light switches actually work. So if I shut off the lights, you see it darkens the area. Just pop it back on. Lightens it all up. So light switches here actually do work, which is kind of cool. That actually powers the monitors too, which I think is neat. Off here we have a bathroom. The bathroom here is just gorgeous. I mean, look at how they use the wood on the wall with this grating. That just looks amazing. Beautiful stone tub, which I don't think I've ever seen as an asset. Mirrored wall. Very, very, very cool. Toilet right there with some good reading. Storage area. It's a beautiful, beautiful bathroom. This nice red rug. And into the bedroom. So this is the captain's bedroom. And again, beautifully decorated. We had this kind of this arch to the bed. The red and black pillows. The wood walls. This kind of the black accents here. If I was going to design a bedroom for myself, this would be it. And again, the light switches work in here, which I think is a really, really, really nice touch. It's so cool. And again, I did not touch a thing in here. I did not do any decorating. This is how it comes. Again, this is a paid mod, but well worth it when you look at the attention to detail here. All right, let's head back out and head up to the last level, which is the bridge level. So we're going to head up to level 5. This is going to be the bridge. And these are all going to be pre-decorated assets. I did not do any decorating up here. We get to our hallway. This is the Trident hallway. This just looks incredible. And then the Trident Ares bridge. So we get in, we had some storage area here. This is just impressive what they did with the Ares bridge. It's probably one of the biggest changes I've seen to a bridge. We come in to our Trident luxury lines sign. Some good artwork on the walls. Head around here. A Look at this command area. This is just great. Another nav console here. On the sides where there used to be just seating right here, we have workstations. And this just makes sense to me, to have actual like workstations off the side where you'd be working on different functions, radar, targeting, communications, pilot and co-pilot seats. Another area off the side here with power management. This just makes sense to me, having this set up versus the standard areas. On the sides where we had those side rooms of jump seats, we actually have command rooms with some unique art. So here is our captain's kind of command area. We have our captain's locker, our cargo hold, and that would be our Unity. And again, working light switches. Love that. I love that little bar area because God knows Captain likes drinking. And again, we have assets like this. I don't remember seeing this anywhere in the game, but it's here. Nice big picture. It's cool. I would love to be able to see this thing fold down, but I don't know what that does, but that's just kind of cool. Little screen that folds down. On the other side, we have a little weapons area. Look at this. This, again, I didn't touch a thing in here. So when you get this, you get, some mag shear and mag pulse rifles with weapons. Weapon case with some guns in it, some ammo cases. Someone's just leaving food here. An advanced coachman. Mag shear, another mag pulse. Just so many cool little details. It's a little weapon area right off the side. This is just such a cool version of this bridge. I'm just so impressed with how they did this. And that concludes the tour of our ship. In the next video, which should be released shortly, we'll go through the complete build of this ship. And then in part 3 of this series, I'll go over some of the techniques that I used for decorating this ship. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when I upload the next video in this series. I'm Team Scorpio, and I'll see you in the next video.